Hey guys, this is Phil. It's been a while. We're on the Pterabyte server. It's me and Rob. Rob's over at his base doing his own thing. I'm back at school, and like I said, I haven't got that much time. I've got more subjects per week than I did last year, so that means more homework from my horrible evil teachers, who I hope don't watch my videos. But progress is going to be very slow from now on. This is a definite... I'm sorry, but what can you do? I'm just gonna try and make some videos. Shouldn't go up there. I need to explain what I'm doing on my base. But yeah. Also, because I'm going to university soon, I need to sign up to university by January. So I'm visiting a few places. So that's sapping all my time as well. So you'll notice if we go up here, this staircase, or yeah, it was a staircase. It's now half slabs. It's 27 blocks long. This room here was only temporary, just so I had a way up and down from the ocean, but because I need to actually start building things in other places in my base, like other small simple farms to get resources, I need to actually build my base, and so this is the start of excuse me for a second. Yeah, so this is going to be the main room of my base. This big circle is slightly bigger than that one down there. If you look at the walls, it goes 5, 3, some missing blocks. 5, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. Down there, I think. There's just one less 2. So this is quite a big room. Going for nether brick because I sort of chosen themes for each of the quadrants of my base, and I think nether brick doesn't fit in with any of them. And it does look quite cool, but so this room is going to be extended all the way up into the ocean. If I've calculated this correctly, I'm going to need to fill in about 12 to 13,000 ocean blocks with sand up there, although the ocean floor isn't completely level, so that's just an estimate. But there's still a lot of blocks. So this video might take a few days to make, purely because I'm going to be doing loads of digging and placing sand and stuff, while not really having much time to actually play Minecraft. So what this room is, it's going to be a way up, between here and the surface. So to start with, I'm just going to plonk a little water drop in the middle. If you don't know what a water drop is, it's because when you fall through water, it sort of resets the amount that you have supposedly fallen. So you can fall loads of blocks and then just go through some water, and then you should survive the drop. This is still snapshot 34B, even though 36 is out. And I think in 36 they've changed fall damage. I think they've made it random, but this should not affect water drops. If it does, I'll be very angry. I've started filling in the sand. This is the center here. So I'm probably just gonna go off camera for a bit and plonk down lots of sand. So maybe. So I've got this little pad here. It literally just started raining as I finished and wanted to record. Grrr. Oh, bye, Rob. I've got a 7x7 wide sand pad. For now, I only need to dig out the 3x3 bit in the middle. But as you can see, it's useful to have a few blocks of buffer when you've got such a pro pickaxe. It just tears through, and if you dig through the outside, then water's going to flood down into where you're digging. You don't want that. So, what was I going to talk about? Oh yes, new render settings last video. I can now upload in 720p, I think. I was surprised at how quickly it rendered and then uploaded. It's better quality than WMV, but less time, so yay, my video should be in 720p from now. I'm not going to do 1080p because my mum's is not big enough and there's really no point, because Minecraft graphics aren't that advanced, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep digging down till I fall into my base. I think the floor of that circular room is y equals 36, although I made it 3 high, and then Rob kindly extended it up to 7 blocks. Thank you, Rob. He also collected some sand. He's a good person, isn't he? I'm gonna have to pay him back one day. I think this is Rob's ceiling. Hooray! Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a pillar in each of these corners of this 3x3 square, and then the water drop will be in the center, which is here. Hopefully that lines up. Yep. So then you'll be able to fall down the middle, but you'll also be able to climb up the ladders. Though there will be other ways of getting up and down. Like, the aim of this room is to sort of show off, I suppose, various travelling devices, but no piston stuff because there's really not any room. I thought I had more nether brick than this. I'll also need some ladders, and a bit of wood. Surely I've got some of that. Yes. I need a sign to hold the water for the water drop. Base is a little bit messy at the moment, but we must have mess before we can have nice. Alright. So there's the center. Maybe I won't make these out of nether brick. Well, I will for now, just so I can do something. Also need some glass. I'm not very organised, but there's probably glass somewhere in my chest. I just sort of leave stuff around because I need to make a proper storage room. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to do it yet. Nope. Glass. Come on, I've got all this sand. Surely somewhere I've got some glass. Hooray! Yeah. Also got some red wool, because red wool looks quite nice with nether brick. I might have said netherrack earlier, I'm sorry. Richard might get a little bit annoyed at me because he's built some stuff with nether brick and red wool. But it looks cool, you can't blame me really. So, water break. Ladders. I'll go to the bottom just for consistency. Yeah, I think that looks alright actually. Ugh, this frame's making frames go down a little bit. So, sign, and then water. So you will go wee, and then just plop through there like that, and you will be safe. Because I think falling is the fastest method of transport. So I could do something fancy, but yeah. I'm probably going to do like sort of ridiculous double helix of minecarts as well, so there'll be one here that then goes up diagonally and round, and then we'll have another one on the other side, so they will weave around each other and it will look cool. And it's sometimes on a multiplayer server it's just nice to have more than one minecart, or you can get trolled by your friends. So I'm just going to keep building this up and we'll see what happens. Curses. Changed my mind, I need a 5x5 grid for the ladders, so I'm going to go up to the surface and then dig that. Just by the way, if you're wondering how I survived that fall, a little while ago I got some feather falling boots, as per recommended by, what the heck, by everyone on the server, and they are very handy for just carelessly jumping off things, which I do a lot. So, gosh darn it. I've probably just broken... maybe not. Yeah, there's lots of torches down there, which I sort of need to stop scary things from spawning. Although, because we've got nether brick, there is a possibility that I could do some lava lighting, or some pretty stuff with redstone lamps. Oh gosh, I'm scared. Just have every time I see blocks fall down, I have a panic attack. Yes, I'm probably not going to use torches at all in this design of this room, to be honest. Just because torches are a little bit messy, we want this to be grand and elegant. It's going to be a tough project. I think as I extend this up into the ocean, when I actually hit the ocean, I'm going to have just glass blocks around the outside, so you will actually be able to look out into the ocean and look at all the squiddies. So, oh no, that'll be cool. Yeah, I'll just cut to when I'm down there, because I'm just doping around at the moment. Okay, this time. Ta-da! Right, I've got some supplies, and squiddy! My nether portal was sort of in the way. It was down a few blocks, so I just moved it up. This is only temporary. I'm gonna just move it somewhere else for now. And I've got my friend, who I called Pigmaninov. The Rob must be around here somewhere, because he just told me that Pigmaninov is here. Maybe you'll get that joke, I don't know. So we're just gonna go upwards to the surface with the... oh, there he is. Rob, what are you doing? Oh yeah, he's not on Skype. What are you up to, you sneaky little... He's drowning, apparently. Diving. Yeah, these sand blocks, they're not supposed to be down. I just accidentally mined the block below them, because that's where the edge of the sand is. So I'm just going to have to leave them there until I fill in things behind them. And I flooded this place many times as I was building it, seeing how long you can survive. Oh, I assume Rob's testing out respiration helmets, because he was... ooh! Because I remember he was trying to get one the other day and he kept getting Aqua Infinity and nothing actually helpful. Ah, apparently respiration, you can last underwater forever. And protection armor. Ah, very clever. Thank you for that unexpected science there, Rob. Hi, you missed! Haha, I'd never do that. Progress is well underway. Rob actually came to help, so he's finishing off the ladders. I just remembered, unfortunately there is a ravine under this thing, so it sort of just goes over the ravine. It's not the biggest ravine in the world, but seeing as I'm only going to have a staircase going this way, it's just a little bit awkward, although hey, it's like a cave thing, so something for me to actually explore rather than just staying in my own little hole that I dug. So yes, I will cut to when this is finally finished. Okay, so my video is not matching up with anything that I'm actually going to say. Eventually I will show you the finished ladder, but it is actually finished. But for now, I need some white and black sheep to do my double helix minecart thing. So one of the tracks is going to be made out of white wool, one of them is going to be made out of black. So we're going to have some intense contrast and have a sort of, you know, that circle, that black and white circle-y thing, the yin-yang thing. Maybe it'll look something like that, and hopefully it will be cool. So I'm just nudging some sheep into the white pen. I've got some bone meal so I can dye them. I find the best way to get them in is to use wheat, and then just nudge them in while they are distracted. And Rob's getting me some black wool with his pro nude diving helmet. I think that's enough. Die! Sounds more sinister than it is. An alternative method of using the sheep farm is to just get in with the sheep and use the shears. That works fine as well. So yes, progress cut. Cut. So while I'm collecting white and black wool, I had a bunch of golden iron lying around, and so I'm smelting that, so I can make rails for the rails. That makes sense. and I think Rob is filling in a bit more sand up there, so hopefully in this episode I'll get the rails done. Not really sure, I'm running out of time. We are here at the water drop. Whee! And oh, why did I take full damage? Okay, depending on how long the fall is, you might need to place the water one block higher, I suppose. So I'll try that. I don't think that's a new thing. And also, I've started to build some of the double helix rail. It sort of looks like a bit of a mess down here. Rob's just experimenting with tripwires, but the white one's going to be here. That's going to go up around diagonally, and the black one's going to start here. So they'll sort of weave around each other. I've got some nether brick stairs here, with some facing that way, so they join up to make this nice little corner thing. I think I'm going to start to like the stair update after all, where they sort of join together. So obviously I'm going to have to make some of these powered rails. I'm not really sure how I'm going to power them just yet, because everything's quite open. If I just plonk torches underneath the blocks, it's not going to look that snazzy, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's got potential. Yeah, whatever. So I'll carry on building this, and we'll see you soon. Hey guys, since the last clip, this is actually me on the next day because this project's taking a while, but just wanted to give you a quick update. I've got a cobblestone ring around the outside which represents the walls, so the room actually ends here. This just gives us, like, while we're up here, a nice visualization of how far we have to go, because if it's not there, we'd just probably be building into the ocean forever thinking how long is this going to go on for. And Rob's here being helpful. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep filling this in. I think I placed around 90 to 100 blocks. So yeah, I don't want you guys to miss out the finer construction details of my design, because that's clearly the most exciting part. So pro tip that I'd completely forgotten about, even though I told Rob, well, we should be doing it like this yesterday, and I completely forgot about it. Torches. Sand and gravel will break if they fall on a torch, and I think that's the same thing for half slabs. So this is a super awesome, crazy way of getting rid of lots of sand quickly. If you too are also crazy enough to build your base in an ocean and then subsequently have to hollow out all the sand, all the water with sand. I'm tired. Right, actually I think I'm gonna have to end the episode here because it's been a while since my last upload. I want to get something out, and because I don't want to like do too much in this episode. So that's it for today. Bye from me, hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry about this, Mr. Chicken, but you're in the way.